Actually, I'll show you the path of destruction that I have trailblazed. As mentioned earlier, my arch nemesis, the sycamore tree, down. My other nemesis, the cedar tree, is down. The pine tree is my friend. I like the pine tree, so I usually let them stay. Unless they're small, like that one. And then I just cut it down. Over there is the water's edge. I don't know if you can see someone's house, and the guardrail is where the road is. More destruction. I need to get down in there a little bit better, but I just wanted to get a kind of like a trail going before I just started going crazy and cutting down a lot of stuff, because what I plan to do, I think I mentioned earlier, is in another video, is I'm going to raise the water of the lake about a foot or so, so I don't need to go down too far. You can see more destruction in my wake. And up here are my pine trees. Let's see if I can't get a good shot. We're probably about 30 feet tall, maybe 40. Pretty tall. Some of them are decent size, good for timber, but I am not going to cut them just yet due to the fact that it's a nice little area. I need to get it cleaned up a little bit more. You can see there's just like broken woods and stuff on it, or broken branches that fall off the trees, because you can see here as the trees grow, you can see the branches that die because they can't get any sunlight, and they just keep going up. And you can see that the pine trees are pretty straight because they're all racing for the sun. There were a lot more pine trees in here, but what I did is I cut some of them down so they wouldn't all be competing for sunlight. Like you can see, there's a stump to that one. If I remember right, that's the tree. It's either that tree or one of those trees over there that I cut down. We had to walk it about 4 times. We would cut it. You can see that I cut it down at an angle, and it should fall over down, but it would get tangled up, or just the sheer weight of it, it would go down into the ground, and it would look just like that tree right there. After we cut it, it's like, you gotta be kidding me. It's like it just replanted itself. And we did that 3 or 4 times, and we eventually got the tree to topple over. So finally, there's one of the dead logs over there, and I'm kind of tired. I don't feel like walking over there. Actually, I gotta go to my car that way, so we'll walk by there. These are my picnic tables that I built last year for the first annual Labor Day cookout up here. I was too tired to have a second one, plus one of my other friends already planned something, and I didn't tell my friends or my family that I was basically coming in for this PTO, because I just kind of showed up because I bought my ticket kind of late. But they're the picnic tables that we built last year for everyone to enjoy. I'm eventually going to put them in here. You can see it's kind of nice because the trees are kind of planted in a row. So you can get in here with the tractor and rake out stuff. That's what I did last year. I need to do it again this year too. Over here is the firewood that I have left over from cutting up the trees. These piles right here are the needles and old branches that I pulled out with the tractor last year. As you can see, stuff's already starting to grow back in. It's pretty good mulch. And what I did also last year, you can kind of see on that tree, is to make it kind of kid safe, since most of my friends now have children and I don't want anyone to really get hurt around here, is I went and cut off all those dead branches. So you can see that the branches are up there. So I had my tall friends that are like 6'5", 6'6", go around with a hatchet and reach up at the highest point that they could reach, and just knock off the branches, because the dead tree branches just pop right out. It didn't take much, like usually one hit of the hatchet, and the tree falls right out of the knot. So we did that last year. I probably need to rent one of those high booms and go through here and just do that for all of these dead branches, but I'm not too worried about it right now because it's still going to be a while before I come down here. I only did that one side just because we're kind of running out of time. As you can see, cleared out, not cleared out, cleared out, not cleared out. I'm going to try to clear that out in the next week or so after I get my trail around the lake cut, because I really want to get that cut first before I clear out any more of this stuff, because since I already have this cleared out, that right there would just be icing on the cake. And I think you can possibly see this. Some of those leaning trees, that's due to the ice storm that came through here, I believe 3 to 4 years ago. And it broke a lot of the trees. Let's see if I can't get over here on the back side of those trees and show you a little bit better angle of what happened to these trees. And I need to get in here and clear this out so these small trees can actually grow larger themselves. And maybe I can sell it off one day, and maybe that time wood will be worth a lot more than it is now, and I'll be rich, but you know, no one wants to pay a lot for wood. But there you can see the trees leaning a little bit better. I don't feel like getting in there. Briars and stuff. But that's what the ice storm did. Broke the trees. Well, now I'm heading home.